Social media can suck sometimes. Not just the constant algorithm changes, but how slow it can be to grow your audience. If you have a launch coming up, then slow growth is not going to help you. You need to throw gasoline on that bad boy and build a launch list of eager to buy fans pronto. But how? Buckle up because I'm about to share some of my best strategies for growing your email list quickly without recording endless reels, spending hours messing around on Canva, or spending a fortune on meta ads. These are all organic. Hi, I'm Nikki Trader. I help coaches, course creators, and digital product owners make more money from their products and programs by selling more and retaining more customers. Stay tuned so you can build an audience of raving fans who are excited to hear all about your paid offers. The first thing you need to do is have either a killer, webinar, masterclass, or freebie, something that is going to deliver immense value to your audience. I am not just talking about a short PDF download, a checklist, or something that really lacks value. I'm talking something that is going to help your audience to get a really big win really fast. So what can you give them that's going to guide them through a process that they can action on their own, get a specific result from, and then suddenly think, damn, if this is what they give away in their free content, then how good is their paid stuff going to be? You want them to be asking that question. Now, this isn't necessarily going to grow your list really quickly, but if it's valuable enough, it will get people talking. So it's something to consider. There's a reason that this is still one of the tried and tested tactics that lots of creators use and continue to use. Sure, there are faster ways to grow your list. This is kind of assuming that you have some kind of audience who are going to want your stuff. But there is ways to get it in front of more eyeballs as well and to grow your audience at the same time. You just need to be strategic about where you're posting it and sharing it. The next thing is using a quiz or some kind of diagnosis tool to help your readers understand themselves a little bit better and to help give them a roadmap or some kind of process or system or tool that is going to help them get to where they want to go. This is like catnip to your audience. There's a reason that quizzes are one of the most downloaded or most used lead magnets out there. People love them. And if you create the right type of quiz for your audience, it can work as a really great conversion tool as well. This isn't the fastest thing to set up necessarily, but the effects of it are fantastic. Even a really great quiz isn't going to solve your marketing problems, so if you have no audience whatsoever, I would really recommend trying one of these other methods, which I'm going to talk you through. One of the fastest and most effective ways to grow your list is still joint venture webinars or JV webinars. A JV webinar is when you host a training for someone else's existing community, whether that's a Facebook group, a Slack community, or inside a paid program, for example. This is one of my favorite ways to quickly grow your audience with qualified leads, because the goal of growing your email list is not to fill it up with random people just to inflate the number. It's to fill it with people who are ideal clients of yours, people you're able to help, and people who are likely to support you in some way. That's why this is one of my favorite strategies. When you host a webinar on a topic related to your business and people opt in to hear more from you, you already know they're interested in you and what you teach. And as a bonus, someone letting you speak in their community is a stamp of approval that builds instant trust. Do a few of these with business owners who serve a similar audience to you but aren't in direct competition, and you'll be in good stead for your launch. The key takeaways are show up, deliver value, and give them a way to connect with you afterwards. The good thing about this is that you build an audience of qualified lead, and it works so well if you're good at showing up live. Once the initial setup of this is done, it's fast to get results and you can reuse your webinar content. So you can do this again and again in multiple different communities to get in front of wider and wider audience. If you don't love teaching live, this can be tricky to execute, so I recommend sticking around and trying one of these next tactics. If you're an online business owner and you want more ways to monetize your business and bring in more income, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for weekly insights. Another thing you can try to do to grow your audience is to host a giveaway. This could be a fun way to give your audience a boost and give back to your community at the same time. But a lot of people do giveaways wrong, which is why they are less effective. The two keys to a successful giveaway are a damn valuable prize that genuinely has people excited to enter and share your giveaway. Bonus points if you collaborate with other business owners to make the prize bigger and reach more people. You want to be compiling different things that make the freebie even more valuable. Plus, by collaborating with other business owners, you get access to their audiences as well, and they're going to be sharing it with their community, making this a win-win. You get in front of more people, you get to give back to your community, and you get lots of people and excitement and buzz around the giveaway. The next key to a successful giveaway is giving your audience more entries into your giveaway the more they share it, so they don't keep it all to themselves. You want them to share it, so make it well worth their effort. Most people won't do this unless there's something in it for them, so make it easy. You'll need to do a lot of promotion for a giveaway to be a success, so allow enough time for it to gain traction and for you to build excitement. You're going to be needing to post about it regularly, create a lot of content around it, so if you don't have a lot of free time, this is maybe not the list building exercise I would recommend for you. The pros are that it's a fun way to engage with your audience, and it can reach a lot of people if you encourage them to share it more. But it can be a lot of work to keep the excitement up and to share it throughout the whole duration. Not every person who joins your world from a giveaway is going to be a qualified lead, but that doesn't mean they can't become one. It's your job then to nurture them and bring them into your world to the point where they're ready to buy. This next one is a good one, but again, it is a little more work to set up, but you can continue to reap rewards from it, and that is hosting a summit or a virtual event. A killer event can be a great way to bring new people into your world and give your existing audience a ton of value. It can be paid or free, but the key thing here is to make it irresistible to your ideal clients. And if you're building your list specifically for a launch, make sure the topic is relevant to the thing you're launching, so you know the people on your list are interested in it. If you team up with other business owners as speakers at your event, or even affiliates, it can be a great way to reach new brains and grow your audience. You can add all the attendees to your email list as long as you're GDPR compliant and send them follow-up messages, which is a great way to bring them further into your world and follow up and continue that relationship via email. The great thing about this is that it's a one and done solution. Yes, you have a lot to create, but once you've set it up, you can reuse a lot of the stuff and just tweak it slightly if you want to change the topic of the event or whatever it is. As you're doing this, I recommend setting up systems so that you can make this a repeatable process and use it again and again in your business. You also have an opportunity to reach a lot of new people if you're strategic and get the right speakers involved. And a lot of the leads will be qualified, as in, you know they're interested in your topic and they want to hear more because they've signed up to hear more about it. The bad things about doing this are it's a lot of work to market, create assets, and manage speakers if you decide to collaborate. You will need to invest in tech, but hopefully you can recoup the money from this by charging admission to your event. If you don't have a team at all, this may be overwhelming. It is like doing a whole other launch for yourself because you'll want to build buzz and excitement to get enough people in the room to make it worth it and to get enough people onto your email list as well. I would recommend this as a solution to growing your audience if you have a bit of time and you're prepared to delay your launch maybe, or if you have a team to help you do it. Otherwise, you may want to consider one of the other options. Next on my list is hosting a bundle. A bundle is a collection of products from different creators that are available as a package for a set lower fee or for free. So people get a ton of value for a lot less cost than they would pay up front for each of the individual products. I have mixed feelings about bundles, but one thing is for sure, they are damn effective at growing your email list and the email list of people contributing to them too. The best way to compile a bundle is to pick a niche topic related to your business and your audience and find people to contribute products that fit the theme, including something of your own. You definitely want to vet the contributions as you'll often get a ton of applicants. You want to make sure that they're aligned with your business, that the things make sense and that they don't directly compete with your products so you get as many people onto your own email list as possible. Timing is everything. Most people who sign up for bundles will get serious overwhelm as they're suddenly getting access to a load of new courses, products, and also receiving emails from each creator as they download their product. So you have to be smart about the timing. You don't want to bombard everyone who signs up with a ton of launch emails immediately after your bundle. That's a surefire way to get completely ignored or unsubscribed from, or to just wind up in their trash. I'd recommend if you want to do this and host a bundle, start a few months in advance of your launch, giving yourself time to nurture your people before you start to sell, and also give them time to get over that overwhelm and get all of those emails out of their inbox before they're getting more emails from you. The other thing to note is some people signing up for a bundle will only be there for the freebies. So don't be alarmed if your unsubscribe rate is atypically high in the weeks and months after your bundle. That doesn't mean it's a waste of time and it's only low quality leads, but it's something to bear in mind. You will need a strategy to sell to these people afterwards to make it worth the time and effort that you put into hosting a bundle. Without it, you could just end up with a bunch of people on your list who you're paying for, but actually you're not getting any return from. It can be a lot of work to set up and promote. You'll need to create marketing assets and swipe copy for your contributors. You'll also need to vet applications. You'll also need an application process, and you'll just need something to keep everything organized too. You'll also need to set up pages for sign up and pages where people can download their freebies from. There's a lot of tech to set up, and just check to make sure the experience is smooth for your audience. So make sure you're prepared to do the work and you're the kind of person who knows how to set up the tech side of things or has someone on your team who can do that for you. The great thing about bundles is you're likely to get a lot of people on your email list quickly if you promote the bundle well. You'll get in front of audiences of every contributor too, and being the organizer is an instant credibility boost. The contributors will help you promote it, which means you don't have to do quite so much work. You just need to create a couple of social posts or emails that they can use to share it, and that's as much marketing as you need to do as a bare minimum. This next idea is one of my favorites. Yes, it's a little time consuming, but it's also a very effective way of growing your email list with very qualified leads. If you're good at speaking on podcasts, consider doing a podcast guesting tour, trying to speak on several podcasts in a short period of time on a similar topic that relates to your course or program. Set yourself a goal and apply for as many relevant podcasts as you think is necessary, and try to drive the people to your email list with a really juicy freebie or an exclusive gift for anyone listening to that specific podcast. And when I say juicy freebie, I mean more than your typical cobbled together PDF or lead magnet. This needs to be something that resonates or seems so valuable to encourage more people to go out of their way and sign up. Remember, if someone is listening to a podcast, they have to take extra steps to come and find you, so they have to really resonate with your story. You want to come prepared as you're speaking and make sure that the topic of what you're talking about, again, is so related to the lead magnet or whatever you use to get people onto your list, which in turn is also related to your offer that you're planning to launch. This is a great way to build trust and get in front of new audiences because they're hearing your story, they're hearing you speak, they're getting a feel for whether they like you or not. And it's a great way to start seeming like you are everywhere if you start appearing on multiple podcasts all at the same time. The association with the podcast host is an instant credibility boost, and the leads you get from this will often be very qualified because they've had to take that extra step to find your link to then go and download your stuff as well. And they're more likely to be engaged with what you do afterwards and remember you. It's also a really great way to meet other business owners, and it's a fun way to market your biz if you enjoy speaking on podcasts. The cons of this method are, unless the podcast has a really large audience or you have a really enticing gift, it can be hard to get a lot of leads from this. Despite the fact that the leads you get from it will be good, it's generally harder to get the numbers. So if your goal is ultimately to get a large list of people together, this isn't the method for you. But if you want to make sure that a lot of the people that are joining your world are more likely to buy from you, this can be great. The other thing about this method is that it can be tricky to guarantee the timing of your episode. So you can't necessarily guarantee that all of these episodes will go live before your launch. You don't have any control over that necessarily unless you specifically ask the host if they can share your episode at a certain time. So the next method I want to talk about is just finding creative ways to collaborate with other entrepreneurs. I am all about collaboration, and there really is no limit to the things that you can try here. Email list swaps can be great, freebie swaps, offering something to their community for free, posting Instagram lives together. If you feel called to try something, why not give it a go? Whatever you do, make sure you're not in direct competition with each other and you both have an aligned audience. I always suggest checking if your values are in alignment and that they're a reliable person as well, so that you're not sending people to each other's worlds who aren't necessarily a great fit for your clients. The great thing about this is that there really is no limit to what you can try. It's a great chance to be creative, so if that appeals to you, then why not give it a go? It can also give you access to really qualified leads, because again, these people are maybe seeking you out or signing up for a freebie based on someone's recommendation, so they instantly have that built-in trust with you. The cons of this method are that it will be hit or miss. You'll need to be open to experimentation, so if you're in a rush, this maybe isn't the method for you. If you're looking for a really low-lift way to grow your audience, then you can consider using email software with things like a creator network. So something like ConvertKit has this built in, where when someone signs up to your newsletter, they get recommended a couple of different related newsletters to sign up for. So you can partner with other creators and other people who have a similar audience to you, who you think your audience might like their content. So for example, if I run a business that's helping coaches and course creators to make more money from launching, I might want to partner with a designer who works specifically with those people. And every time someone signs up for my email list, they also get the option to sign up for their email list, and vice versa. This works really well if you have super aligned audiences, values, and a similar style of content. It doesn't necessarily work so well if you're only sending emails once every 3 months whilst the other person is sending them every day. You want to be kind of aligned on how much you're conversing with your audience, how strong that connection is, and also whether the content is aligned and helping exactly the same person. Not everyone will be a qualified lead, but you have to put absolutely no effort into getting these people onto your email list. So this is great if you're short on time and you're good at building relationships. The next tool I want to promote as a way to help you get more and more people on your email list with ease is something that you may have already tried, and that is ManyChat. Now, yes, this involves posting on social media, this involves creating more content, but it's actually so easy to get more people on your email list using this tool. You basically set up simple automations that when someone comments a specific keyword or takes a certain action on your profile, they get an automated response which then drives them over to whatever it is you want them. So whether it's a sales page for your offer or to sign up for your email list. The reason this is so effective is that you can actually set it up so that people stay on Instagram as a platform. So where typical landing pages for lead magnets or email opt-ins convert at around 20 to 25%, people signing up through ManyChat and these automated DMs convert at 90%. Which is huge. Getting conversion rates like this is nearly impossible if you're directing traffic through multiple steps to get them to sign up. Once they have to leave the platform that they're on, the chance of them converting into leads goes way down. By keeping them on the platform and letting them continue to scroll and go about their day and stay on Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is you're using, this enables them to convert directly in your DMs. Now, a lot of people use this wrong. They will say something like comment X keyword below and you'll get the info about XYZ, or you'll get the link to sign up to whatever it is that you're promoting. And then they'll get an automated response in their inbox, which then links out to another landing page. You actually want to avoid doing this. So instead of setting them straight to a landing page, you want to get their details in the DMs. So your DM conversations should actually have a few more steps. You want to ask them for their first name, you want to ask them for their email address, and then you want to send them the link to directly download whatever freebie it is, or to watch whatever webinar or whatever it is that you're sharing with them. This way you have their details up front still, but they've never had to leave Instagram. So even if they may not use your freebie, the barrier to entry is so much less because they're not going to lose where they are in their scroll, in their feed, and they're continuing to enjoy their experience. If you enjoy creating content on social media, then this may be a good thing for you to consider adding in and working really hard at. Using things like ManyChat as well, because people are commenting on your post to get that information that they're requesting, it increases your engagement rate as well, which is great for the algorithm. So that means that your content is going to get pushed out to more people. So it actually has multiple benefits. Not only is it easier for people to sign up to your list, but actually it increases your algorithm and your chance of getting in front of even more eyeballs. If you're not using it already, I can't recommend it enough. And it's relatively simple and relatively cheap. I think at the time of recording, it's just $15 per month. I'm not an affiliate, I don't have a specific link for you, but I will leave the link to their website down in the bottom if you want to check out the software. And there you have it, that's 10 ways to grow your email list without paying for ads, without spending any money on traffic. All of them are organic and all of them are going to help you grow your business. If you want more tips on making money online, subscribe to the channel below for weekly tactics and insights that you can implement straight in your business to make more money. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.